So this beast of a knife is my Lon Humphrey Retribution, and it's about a 10-inch blade or so, and it's made out of 52-100 steel. It's a big chunk of steel. It's it's a little over a 1/4 inch thick, and all I can say is this thing is impressive. I haven't seen many reviews on the internet with this thing, but I've done some extensive testing in the last little bit with this knife, and also a few of my other knives that are of a similar nature, big heavy duty choppers and stuff. And what I can tell you with this knife is that the handle comfort on this blade is incredible. The amount that the blade bites into the wood that you're chopping with this knife is exceptional as well. If you watch any of my videos, you probably saw my video snow plowing where I hit that 2-foot drain grate. Well, when I did that, I injured my pinky finger, and I haven't really been able to bend it too well lately since that. So what that does do is greatly exaggerate any hot spots on the handle or any ergonomic issues that cause discomfort while using. And I really noticed that with one of my other blades in particular. It's got a much more pronounced hook at the back of the handle there to aid in retention. And in my experience, it's not really needed, and it actually caused me a lot of discomfort. So this handle was perfect. My other knife there was 3 knives that I was using, and I'm actually going to do a video comparing them a little more in depth and showing it on video how they perform compared to each other. But one of the knives was quite good as well. But this knife here, it's really close to call as far as it being the best heavy chopper. I've got one other knife, my GX5, which may slightly edge it out, but it doesn't bite as deep, but maybe better suited as a replacement for an axe for some people that just want to do away with a small axe. I don't believe in that philosophy personally. I think you should have a small knife and medium-sized knife and an axe. This is more of a cap knife, as far as the way I use my blades, right? So it's not something I would probably carry around on a hiking trip per se. But the thing that stands out the most with this blade is the blade shape itself lends itself really well to chopping off 2-inch 3-inch limbs in this section of the blade. That's a real sweet spot. And the fact that it bites in so deeply, it makes really quick work of that kind of brush clearing and stuff, compared to the other knives I have, which have a much thicker edge geometry, so they don't lend themselves well to that kind of use. And to me, these knives are they're knives, they're not axes. If you have to do heavy chopping, then you really should use an axe. So I prefer to have a knife like this that has ample thickness behind the edge to support the edge and not have any issues with chip out or rolling or anything like that. But I don't want it to be too thick and obtuse. So this blade is ground better than my other ones in a lot of ways, and it just performs super well. And that 52-100 steel, it's so easy to sharpen and maintain, compared to 3V and stuff like that, where big chopper like this, you're not really looking for a knife steel that has wear resistance. You want something that has really good edge stability and has good toughness. And 52-100 is exceptional in both those departments. The edge stability of this steel is as good as any, right? It'll take a really acute edge and it will hold it, and it will it's stable. So it works really good for putting that real fine edge and whaling on it into wood and not having that edge chip out or roll out or anything like that. So anybody that's interested in a knife with that kind of purpose in mind, I can't say enough good things about this blade. It's absolutely phenomenal. It works so well, and it's an absolute beast. I'm chopping down 6-inch trees with it, maybe 7.5-inch trees with it, and it just goes through it like nothing. There's not much you couldn't throw at this knife, and I believe it would take it all in stride. You know, I bought one with desert ironwood and the orange handles. So, I mean, that's being wood. I mean, a big chopper, you probably, if you really want to abuse it, I would go with the micarta option with one of these, but I've never had any issues. I mean, they're all done with Corby bolts and they're super strong. And if something were to ever happen to it, I'm sure Lon would warranty it. I know he's, you know, stands behind his products 100%. So, yeah, if you like this knife, I appreciate the thumbs up on the video and any feedback in the comments and stuff. You know, I look forward to reading those comments, and thank you for watching.